Well, yeah, they sent out a memo today that, you basically can, if you have the ball in plenty of time. I've said I wish they would just, and that's been in the rule book forever. But you almost have to encourage your runner to run him over there, and that's what they're trying to get away from. So it's, I wish they would just say it's back to normal, and if you go out of your way to run the catcher over, that you're suspended, is the bottom line. So, I almost feel like you have to instruct your runners to run the guy over because every advantage is kind of almost to the catcher now.
And that play in particular, did you feel like Drew maybe hesitated a little bit because of the rule, not
he had
knowing
no
what
place to go. The only place he can do is run him over. That's it. And when you slide into a catcher's shin guards, it doesn't happen very often, but you do risk injuries to your ankles, and we've seen it happen, or you can get torn up. But I'm not sure what to instruct my runners to do now. We got to the mound, and we're talking about it, I said, just run him over. Bottom line, run him over.
You looked at that play, 2 runners scored on that, bases loaded going into it. Do you agree with the decision to send him there on that?
Well, you can't make the first out at home. It's a quick decision that he has to make. I mean, it's a bang-bang decision, and it's not an easy job. But, you have the bases loaded, nobody out.
Dave.
Joe, you said when you went to the mound, you mean?
We were just talking about it.
Later on.
I went to the mound a lot tonight.
Right. So, I mean, if there was ever a classic case for bowling over the catcher, I mean, that looked like it.
That's it, And if I'm the base runner, I'm going to run him over there. That's the bottom. I'm going to lower my shoulder. I'm going to run him over.
Ron.
Do you think on Sunday he would have been safe on that before the guidelines?
I do. I think on Sunday he would have been safe.
Did you ask for Hanover?
No, I didn't. And it's not fair to the umpires on the field because they're not making the call. And that's what I told him. I just asked him for an explanation. And, they don't get much of an explanation, basically. They basically get safe or out. And he said, the memo today. And I said, yeah, I know.
This kind of goes along with those lines. I mean, with the memorandum, it seems that now the catchers can block the plate with impunity now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have full advantage in a sense. And I brought up to the league many times, in this situation. I don't want to see catchers get run over. But then, if we're going to do this, we got to do something about, guys going into second base, guys going into third base. I mean, at least the catcher has gear on. Guys sliding through the bag. I mean, we had Kelly Johnson's knee almost taken out earlier this year. So I think you have to look at everything. And it's not perfect. And I know in the spirit of the rule, they've accomplished what they've wanted to accomplish. But as I said, when you're playing for spots, I got to tell my guy to run him over.
But you don't even really know what to challenge anymore at this point, because
I figured I'd challenge it. I mean, and I went and watched a replay, and a lot of guys thought we were winning. I said, we're not going to win this. I didn't think we were going to win it when I went and watched it.
Mark, and then just pass it to Dave.
Joe, after seeing that memo today, did you discuss it with your players before the game?
No, because they still want him to slide. I mean, it really hasn't. It hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, they talk about they want the guys to slide, and the guys know if the guy's blocking the plate, they can run him over. But I think they're so used to sliding now, in a sense, it's going back and forth.
So, do you think if he barreled into him there and he dropped the ball,
I think he would have been safe.
In the back, or Susan, just hand it to Susan. There you go.
To go along with that, do you know what it means? At the end of that memo, it said, but he can't impede the runner. What does that mean?
It's a great question. And you're going to have these plays that happen really quickly and don't happen very often for every team that managers and players are going to get upset about. That's the bottom line. And that's why I said if he goes out of his way to run over the catcher, he's suspended, and anything else goes. And then it just takes all the confusion out for everybody.
Bill, stand up.
Joe, aside from that play, what the rest of the game, I mean, again, lack of offense other than that one big inning?
Yeah, Archer's been tough on us. Derek Jeter hit a rocket for a double play to end that inning. Brian McCann just misses a home run. Carlos Beltran just, they're fighting. I mean, they're doing everything they can.
Brian, Wally.
Joe, what did you think Kuroda was unable to do today?
I just didn't think he located his fastball very well. And his split didn't maybe have quite the bite that it's had all his other starts that we've been seeing it when he's been on a roll.
Joe, what happened on the Ichiro play? Was he stealing a base there, or was it a hit and run, or what?
It's not a hit and run, no. He was stealing a base.
Go ahead.
Joe, where does this leave you guys?
Well, it leaves us in a pretty big hole. And you know, basically we have to win every day. I mean, that's the bottom line. We have to win every day. And we can't worry about, you know, I've said all along, you can't worry about the other teams if you don't win. And we have to win every day.
Mark.
Joe, it sounds like it feels like you guys have been saying that for a month, basically.
I know.
A month ago, you were half a game out.
I know.
Now you're significantly further.
Yeah.
Is there a sense of disappointment that the team hasn't responded in this crucial time? I think you're 15
No,
and 18.
because I see effort. You know, I see effort. I see guys working. You know, it's frustrating for us. I'm not disappointed in them. I'm frustrated for all of us because I see what they go through. You got guys early BP. You got guys hitting in simulated games trying to get at bats to stay ready. You know, we got guys trying to get better every day.
Joe, when you have effort, but you're not getting the results, what does it say?
You know, Wally, I mean, a lot of times some things just don't go your way. I mean, think about the ball Jeet hits. If it's 2 feet higher, it's a double in the gap, and it's 5-4. I mean, sometimes you don't get those hits that you should, you know, when you hit the ball hard, and you're not rewarded sometimes.